Hello friends, Archangel with Crypto Angel here, bringing you the Shytoshi Eric Roundup for July 1st, 2021. I'm not going to go through my usual preamble because there's only one comment from Eric, and he states, "For all those who are wondering where I am, the answer is pretty simple. We're focused on the launch. The amount of disrespect shown to the team made me rethink the amounts of hours I've spent here answering everyone's questions, when that was something away from my main task. So as I said, see you on ShibaSwap. I will keep with my dev tasks, which are not dealing with the amount of disrespect found here." Now, this was posted on the Discord channel, and I do believe the same message was posted on Telegram, but I think the sentiment goes across all the platforms, whether it's Reddit or Twitter or anything along those lines. We as a community need to remember that the development team has billions of dollars riding on their shoulders, and this is not something that they can screw up. So if you're concerned about the release date, or that somebody said the Shiba Swap would launch before the end of June, the Surtech AMA that we had really solidified the positions of the dev team, because it wasn't the dev team stating all of the information, whether it's the security or how long the audit's taking, or that Shiba Swap exists, or that Shield and Skynet were part of the platform, or that the audit was complete. It wasn't the dev team constantly telling us that. It was Surtech and a Surtech representative telling us that. And I do agree with Eric that there's been a lot of disrespect, a lot of armchair quarterbacking, so to speak, of community members telling the dev team how they should run things, or in their experience as programmers or developers. And to be fair, no one has attempted a decentralized finance system that is like ShibaSwap. This is completely new territory. I live by the quote, "A job is always easiest for the person who doesn't have to do it." And just to remember that when I start to come up with better ways, or what I think may be better ways to operate something or complete a task, we can all come up with a way that we would do these types of things. But when you have 600,000 people, probably about 200,000 of which are engaged in some social media platform, whether it's Discord, Telegram, Reddit, Twitter, that are all voicing their opinions, you will never be able to please or operate at a level that satisfies every single person out there. And I think it's very good for us to remember that the dev team is working in the interest of the idealistic vision of Ryoshi. If you haven't read the I Am Sheba article that came out yesterday, published by Jade Derenthal, I do think you do need to read that. If not, I've made a full read video of that as well, and you can listen to it. It is rather long, but I think it'll provide some good information on the background as far as how the Shiba Inu ecosystem has developed over time. If you do some research into the history, you'll see that the developers were a lot more open and a lot more flexible with the information that they provided. However, every single time that information was either used out of context or weaponized to hurt the project, they've had to reel it back in every single time. And so now we're almost a year down the road on this project, and we're wondering why the developers aren't being as transparent as we would want them to be. And the answer is that they can't be. Scammers will use that information to play the numbers game. When you have a community of over 600,000 people, the odds that somebody will be scammed by any particular one approach is very high. So the development team is trying to protect you and the people who may not be as informed, because we do have a lot of beginners and a lot of people in this crypto world that got into Shiba Swap but know nothing else about crypto. They don't know how it operates. They just know somebody told them to get Shiba. And so I think we need to respect that protection and respect that level of uh, beginner ignorance, so to speak. Now, this won't sit well with crypto veterans. However, if you're a crypto veteran, you have seen this process over and over and over again. And I think when you dive into all the details of Shiba Swap, especially with the Surtech AMA that we've had, that there's no doubt that this is real. So I know a lot of questions were not answered in the Surtech AMA. People complained about the platform, complained about the approach, complained, pick any number of complaints. You know, that Aaron with Surtech said the words fabulous engineers and no developer should use those words. You know, it's so subjective on that approach. So remember, you're not going to be able to please everybody, and with a community of 600,000. And I think we really need to provide some grace and some understanding towards the development team, because all arrows point to Shiba Swap being real and Shiba Swap launching soon. So with that, I appreciate your time. Archangel out.